Everything's bigger in Texas, and that goes double for one of the nation's largest outdoor water parks, Schlitterbahn. The 65-acre mega park is set deep in the heart of the Lone Star State in New Braunfels, about halfway between Austin and San Antonio. Located along the banks of the Como River, Schlitterbahn's home to more than 40 of the most heart-stopping, cutting-edge rides around. From a twisting tube chute in total darkness to the world's first real roller coaster on water. Every year, Schlitterbahn attracts nearly 1 million people. And every year, it gets bigger and better.
It's indescribable. There's no way to duplicate it. Schlitterbahn is one of a kind.
I've been to a lot of water parks, and this is the best one in the country.
I think it's great because it's a good way to cool off in the Texas heat.
Yeah, this is the best water park in America. No, not in America, the whole world.
And everyone has a favorite.
Black Knight. Torrent River. The Wolfpack! It's the best ride ever! Master Blaster!
With more than 3 miles of twisting, turbulent adventures, Schlitterbahn is the largest tubing park in the world. The park opened in 1979 with only 4 slides and is now spread out over 2 parks, Schlitterbahn East and West. A shuttle quickly zips you back and forth. The theme reflects the town's German heritage and is carried throughout the park. Even its tongue-twister name is German. But what could it possibly mean?
It's German for something. The whole area is German.
Having fun?
It's German for water fun.
Close, though Schlitterbahn is actually German for slippery road. But you don't need to know German to know how to have a wild time here. In fact, for 5 years in a row, industry surveys have ranked Schlitterbahn the #1 water park in America.
Schlitterbahn is truly a unique water park. The original facility was built along the banks of the Como River, a natural spring-fed river. In the original park, all of the slides that are in that park are using that spring-fed water.
The natural spring-fed slides make for pure 100% fun. Other rides are designed with the latest state-of-the-art technology to pump up the thrills. Especially at Boogie Bahn, the first surfing ride ever built. You don't need an ocean to catch a wave here.
It's like surfing. Hey, you come out on a mat, and it propels you out, the water's coming at you, and then you try to get up on the mat. It takes a couple times to learn how you do it, and then they have people that actually can spin around in circles, and you get better. Lots of practice.
It takes lots of practice and lots of nerve to ride this way, powered by 50,000 gallons of water. Watch out, or you could wipe out. Get back up and test your luck on the tremendous tidal waves of the Torrent River. There's no lazy river here. Every 10 seconds, a computer generates a surge of mega waves, continually propelling tubers and body surfers around the 1,000-foot river.
I love the rides, especially the Torrent River.
If you'd rather do it in the dark, Black Knight is your kind of ride. Perched 5 stories high on Blastenhoff Tower, you'll plunge 550 feet through a series of eerie, pitch-black tunnels that spiral you out of control. It's a serious star attraction, even to its youngest riders.
Because of the dark and the lights. The lights are made like stars. I like Black Knight because it's fun and you can't see where you're going. It's fun to scream.
Today, Schlitterbahn has the famous Master Blaster, one of the industry's crown jewels. Master Blaster's at the very top of the 6-story high Blastenhoff Tower. The water coaster has 6 uphill sections and 1 giant 27-foot drop. Unveiled in 1996, it's a huge hit with the crowd.
Master Blaster has to be the best. It's a roller coaster on water.
To me, it's the hills. They leave your tummy up in the air because you're going down so fast.
It's a blast. I don't think you expect to be going up with the water coming back at you. It's just a great rush.
climb 84 steps or 6 stories up to Master Blaster, there's plenty of time to back down. The 1,000-foot-long adventure is not for the faint of heart. The lifeguards have seen it all.
We've seen a few people turn around, not many of them, just the ones that get up here and they look down the first drop and figure out it's not for them. You ready? Yeah. Here we go. The worst part about it is there's no possible way to stay dry on it. After the second dip, you're soaking wet.
But can Master Blaster pass the ultimate thrill test? In May of 2003, members of ACE, the American Coaster Enthusiasts, descended upon Schlitterbahn to determine whether this park boasts the wildest water rides around. Some of these roller coaster fanatics journeyed from the far reaches of the nation to find out.
I traveled from Sarasota, Florida, which is probably about 1,400 miles.
I traveled about 1,500 miles today, and that's by air. Flew out of the San Francisco airport yesterday afternoon, and ended up here last night. So it's been a long trip, but it's going to be well worth it.
I tell you what, a trip to Schlitterbahn is worth a trip clear across the country.
An hour before the park opens to the public, the group is granted exclusive ride time. They've experienced America's most exciting roller coasters. Now they'll find out whether the Master Blaster is the ultimate water coaster. Will it pack a blast of thrills?
The first drop's sort of intimidating when you're just set there right on the precipice waiting to be sent over the edge, and it was quite a drop. But the biggest surprise of all is when you get all the way back up to the top, this wave of water just comes over your head, catches you totally by surprise. You can't see, suddenly you're into a curve, into a drop.
I'd never experienced a slide like the Master Blaster that went uphill and downhill. And when you're on the uphill slides parts, it really pushes you along. And you know, you're used to just sliding along, and all of a sudden this big wave of water comes over the top of you, pushing you up the hill. So it's quite surprising.
ACE members and other visitors wonder what other surprises Schlitterbahn has in store to top the Master Blaster. A taller slide? A longer slide? A more thrilling ride? Project manager Stephen Hans says the next best innovative water ride is already in the works.
Can the Master Blaster be topped? Absolutely. But what we have on the drawing board as far as the water park rides, we've got a whole smorgasbord of ideas. I just cannot release any of those ideas right now, but we've got a lot of stuff going. It's going to be a great next 5-10 years.
Whether you spend your afternoon on the east side or the west, there's something for everyone at this Texas Lone Star. Brave the waves of the fastest surfing machine, or fly up and down the country's first water coasters. Remember, don't mess with Texas. And ACE members believe you can't mess with Schlitterbahn.
Only Schlitterbahn could ever top itself. No other place can ever top it. Some places may get glitzier or prettier, but no one can duplicate the fun that you have at Schlitterbahn.
From Texas and Colorado to California and Florida, America's wildest water parks keep folks coming back for more. In the years to come, the sky's the limit as these parks create more rides that are higher, faster, and wetter than your wildest dreams.
Did you know the #1 thing people do while on vacation